Good morning, gang. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome back to this week's Bitcoin update. First and foremost, remember, nothing discussed today is financial advice. It's just for educational purposes only, and it's my view of the markets. And now we've got that out of the way. Let's jump into the Bitcoin chart, shall we? I'm going to keep this really short and sweet because there's not much to go through. So yeah, pay attention. If you do appreciate this free content, by the way, because obviously I don't get paid for doing this, then do me a favour, hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Right, moving on. So, we all know that for the past 3 months, we've been in this same range. I've talked about this so many times, and this range is all you really needed to be quite profitable up here. So while the masses get chopped up because the influencers tell you to long, short, triangles, patterns, and all that crap, I've just been saying trade the range, okay? And it's been as simple as that. For some reason, this volume profile is not updating. There you go, thank you. Right, so last week when we did the video, we were down here on the Thursday. So we'd come up, we'd rejected from the range low. We'd had a rejection, come back down. We had another rejection with a little swing failure pattern. If we zoom into this, in some really nice shorts within this, okay? So we had a little push up into the range low here, and then we had another push up into the range low here. Nice little swing failure pattern, took out these highs, ran some stops, and then rejected once again. Okay, now, as I was saying, and I've been saying this on Twitter, I've been saying this on YouTube, underneath here, I had no interest in trading. Okay, anything under there were scalps, or at best, intraday plays. But from a swing trading perspective, playing the macro range, I wanted to see price reclaim into the macro range. Wait patiently for that. That gives us a clear indication that we're going to go higher, okay, or a stronger indication. It's not guaranteed, let's be honest, this is trading, but minimum, I want to see some strength in there. Now, what did we do? Well, we got back in here when we pushed up, okay? So we pushed up, first and foremost, the first area, the first sticky zone that we came up to was this value area low / these highs here. Obviously, any major pivot high, if you've been trading for a while or you're fairly new to trading, once you take out a major pivot high, something like this, low time frame, you are likely going to see a pullback. Now, what did we do? Well, we pushed up into it, went straight through it, okay, grabbed some liquidity above, and then we came back down below. But what we did is we just maintained trend. So we're still making a series of higher lows along with higher highs, okay? So we are locally in an uptrend. Now, on top of that, we also have reclaimed the daily trend. So obviously every man and his dog were getting really scared down here. You know, daily trend is down, yada, yada, yada. But we've now confirmed that the daily trend is up. Now, have we done that? Well, we've come back above that. We've had some decent daily closures above here, okay? So the trend is up. Now, that doesn't mean that price can't pull back. This is something that you've got to take into consideration when you're a trader. So now that the daily trend is up, because we've closed above this dildo here, okay, the daily trend is up. Now, how do we break that daily trend to the downside? Well, realistically, we've got to take out that. Okay, so while we are between this, we can move all the way within this structure and daily trend still remains up. Don't get me wrong, if we lose range low, that's not going to be the healthiest of signs. But if we do come back down, then it's still strong. We're still in a daily uptrend, okay? So this is something you've got to take into consideration. Market structure is king. Market structure is everything when it comes to trading. Okay, so where we are right now, if you ask me, Spitty, would you swing long this to look for range high? No. Okay, and it's pretty obvious why I wouldn't do that. If I'm trading lower time frames, yeah, there might be long opportunities within here. In fact, I'm currently sat in a long from yesterday's low. Okay, so we had a really nice, just a rotation down yesterday into the golden pocket. Okay, so if we just pull on a fib, nice and easy. We just had a rotation down, slightly front run it on the Bybit exchange. On other exchanges, we tapped it. Rotation into the golden pocket. There's a long opportunity. It was also value area low. I'm currently sat in this long now. Okay, so at low time frame, yeah, there are opportunities, but high time frame, if we're talking about swing traders perspective, would I be long in this into macro resistance? No. Why would you long into EQ and the point of control? That just doesn't make sense. Okay, so how I'm seeing this right now, we do have resistance above. So for example, if we have another drive up, or yesterday's high was the high, and we reject here, well, there we go. We've got short triggers. Okay, on those short triggers, the question is, how low down does it come? Does it come down? Does it maintain value? Now, bear in mind, value has updated if we drag this volume profile on now. So we've got the whole data. Value has rotated down. So the top has moved down slightly. The value area high was above that before. If we look at this, see here, value area high is up here. Now, when we've pulled it along, value area high has rotated down, just like value area low has rotated down. So if we're rejecting this zone here, then the big question is, does value area low as a region, again, it's not perfect lines. Everyone thinks trading's perfect lines. It's not, it's a zone. If this holds, then do we maintain value? And we've got a long trigger locally. Great, cool, happy days. If we lose value, then the big question is, does the range low region hold? If it does, cool, we've got another long trigger. If it doesn't, then that's not going to look the strongest of signs. Don't get me wrong, we still do have quite a lot of volume within this here, which could prop price up, but I would be cautious again because we've just lost macro range low. Okay, now on the flip side, if we can rotate this and flip the point of control and the EQ into support, then we can look for a full rotation back up towards value area high. Okay, and I've been saying this all the way through this range. Range low comes up, value area low, EQ. You can see all the reactions. Deviate, comes back in, holds value area low, comes back up, gets a reaction at the EQ and the point of control, pushes up into value area high. Obviously, it was value area high before we pulled it all the way along. Comes down, point of control, value area high, point of control, value area low, range low, value area low, deviate. Okay, this is all you need. This is all you need on a high time frame perspective. Okay, yes, there are sub levels within this which have been highly tradable and very profitable, but if you're looking from a swing trader's perspective on a high time frame 3-month range, this is all you need to know. Okay, so flip that. Cool, we're looking up here. Flip this, then the chances greatly increase for range highs. At range highs, once again, do we deviate out? Take out anyone that's been short in this, anyone that's been short in this, anyone that's been short in these, where the stops above the dominant high, which is the all-time high. Take out those stops, rotate back into the range, then yeah, cool, we've got a short trigger. And once again, what happens at value? Does it get acceptance back into value and move down? Or does it bounce from value and continue up? We don't know until we see it. Anyone that tells you they do know what's going to happen is talking out the backside. I've said this so many times. If we do break out, cool, we'll look for higher prices. Now, once again, I'm still going to reiterate that around that 77k zone is still a cautious zone. Break that, then yeah, we can start looking at higher prices. But I'm still cautious. Breaking above this and then getting back in, then it's a simple short trigger. Okay, nice and simple. So they're the plans. They're the main levels to be aware of. Flip this, look for value area high. Reject here, pray that value area low holds. If value area low doesn't hold, then looking for range lows. Break range lows. It's not doom and gloom. There's still volume down here. However, I would be cautious. Once again, I'd want to see it get back into the range. Okay, really simple. Starts breaking down lower than these, then once again, and I've said this, I like a stock record now. It's how simple it's been. It's how simple trading's been. High volume node, there. This region here. So if we lose that, look at this. Do we get a reaction here? Great, cool, we've got a long trigger. Don't get a reaction there. Looking for a rotation down towards this macro point of control. And this, basically, range. Okay, down towards 38k. Start losing that, then yeah, fair enough. Looks a bit more doom and gloom. But still, the weekly trend is up. So let's not look at those prices. We just know the levels where we're interested in trading. If price goes there, that's all we can do as a trader. Okay. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And once again, do me a favor, guys, go hit that like button. And until next time, as you were, bye-bye.